What's up, maggots? Peter Gilmore here for my second and final video of the day. This time on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share this video all over the internet, and tap that bell to get all my notifications. Turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Sunday night, May the 16th, 2021. I'm tired. I'm fucking about to fucking drop dead right now. I'm serious. Not dead, but that too. But I'm about to fucking drop dead. And I'm about to pass out, but I'm trying my best to stay awake. Got a good old fashioned rain. Energy drink not really helping me right now, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, on this late Sunday night, May the 16th, 2021. Check out my stream I did earlier a few hours ago on the TGC Reborn channel. Link to the video down below, where I did a couple hours stream, almost a 3-hour stream, talking about Backlash, kind of hyping you guys up for Backlash, and I'm going to talk about Backlash in a minute. So I kind of hyped it up, gave my predictions once again for those of you who missed TGC 196. Talked about the WWE going on tour in July. I did probably just doing some house shows. I don't know. And I gave you some various wrestling news from Ringside News and PW Insider. We had an interesting chat, and that's all I gotta say about. See, I can't keep my eyes awake. I'm probably gonna zonk out. I don't know. Hopefully I won't, but if I do, then somebody wake me up, or maybe I'll just wake myself up. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. King Booker! Sorry. I'm watching WWE Hidden Treasures with Booker, King Booker. And now he's talking to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Talking about the black robe that he wore as King Booker against Triple H at SummerSlam. And now they're looking for the WCW World Television title that I think he won. I don't know, if it's Stone Cold's belt or Booker T's belt. I don't know. I'm watching it right now. It's taped, so I'll watch it. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and forth watching it, but it is what it is. King Booker, and that's it. So like I said, I did a stream earlier talking about hyping up Backlash, talking about the WWE going on tour, and some various other stuff in that long oh, excuse me. I'm dying. You can hear it. Excuse me. That almost 3-hour stream, but it is what it is. This stream won't go that long. I'm just gonna get to the point and get this done as quickly as possible, because I don't have much time on StreamYard, and I got a lot of videos to do over the next couple weeks. Leading into when I renew my 20 hours on StreamYard. But we'll see how long we go here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time right now. Get ready for your WWE Wrestlemania Backlash 2021 review. Well, started at 8 o'clock. I thought it was going to start at 7. but it was kind of a short pay-per-view. It wasn't that long. I think it ended like right around 10 o'clock. So I knew it was going to be at least an hour and a half with 6 matches. So it just about ended like right after 10 o'clock. So I would have got this video up maybe like 10:30 or by 11, but I was like feeling like shit. So I was trying to get myself better so I can do this video. But as you can see, I look like shit. I'm about ready to pass out, about ready to throw up. And I just made my dinner. There it goes. So it is what it is. All right, so let's get into this pay-per-view. And yeah, this pay-per-view, Backlash. I don't know why they called it WrestleMania Backlash. You just should have called it Backlash because it really didn't have any WrestleMania feel to it. And I gotta say, this pay-per-view sucked, man. This pay-per-view was garbage. Pure garbage. Some of the matches weren't good. The main event was Roman Reigns and Cesaro. Great match. That was the only thing about tonight that was good. Roman Reigns and Cesaro told a great story, great psychology, and all that other good shit. Great match. And then the way they ended the show after the match, I was like scratching my head. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing here? I mean, it makes sense in a way, but it's confusing. It is what it is. So let's get into it, and then we'll talk about what's going to happen next on what's happening the next pay-per-view, which is interesting. That's happening next month in just about a month from now. That a pay-per-view that used to be in October now is going to be in June. So WWE's kind of messing around with their pay-per-view schedule. So I'll get to that at the end of the video. So come on in. We are live. Let's have a chat. And not too long because I want to try to edit this video up. I'm going to try to stay up and rewatch the Booker T biography. And I saw most of the Shawn Michaels DVD. The Shawn Michaels biography. I missed the ending, so I'm going to rewatch that. I'm going to try to rewatch it. Unless I pass out on the couch. Or I just turn off the TV and watch it tomorrow. But we'll see what happens with that. All right. So let's get into Backlash. Or WrestleMania Backlash. Or Craplash, I should call it. It was crap. Maybe it was crap. Except for that's it. It is what it is. So, I'm not going to talk much about... well, I'm going to do, my usual analysis for the main show. And that's that. So let's start off with the kickoff show, where we had Sheamus fella. He comes out and issues an open challenge once again, but as always, not for the United States belt. So who should take him up on his challenge? But the guy that's been in Titus Catering for a long time, Ricochet. So Ricochet comes out in street clothes. I guess he didn't have, he didn't have time to get into his clothes. I don't know, his ring gear. I don't know. So he comes out, and they have this. Nothing great. It was Ricochet did a couple of nice moves. He had a springboard 450. Sheamus kicked out at 2. For another 450, Sheamus avoided it. Goes to the bro kick and missed, but connected with a running and knocked Ricochet out. 2-3, gets the win. match I didn't give two craps about. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Ricochet steals Sheamus's hat and coat. So Sheamus is not happy. So we'll probably get something with that tomorrow night on Raw. Not that anybody gives two shits, because Ricochet's right. They took it like, oh, hey Ricochet, get on a main event show tomorrow, and you're gonna lose, and you're gonna start a little thing with Sheamus. You know, Sheamus just gonna run over everybody. I mean, beat the crap out of Humberto Carrillo. Now Humberto's out for like 6 months or whatever. I don't know how many months he's out. 6 months at least with his messed up leg and back. So he's gone. You know, I don't know what they're gonna if they're gonna go with maybe Monsieur to beat him, because he's kind of still not really undefeated, because Sheamus won by DQ. You know, when Sheamus was facing Monsieur, and then Humberto came in because of disqualification. So Monsieur, you know, hasn't been pinned yet, but he has a loss on his record. So he's not, you know, he's technically undefeated. Like I said, he hasn't been pinned or made to submit or anything like that. And that's that. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It looks like Sheamus and Ricochet probably have a rematch. Nobody will give two flying fucks about it. And that's that. So yeah, so 2.25 out of 5 stars for this fest, and that's that. And then we get a video package for the triple threat match for the WWE title by Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, and that's that. We get that to end the kickoff show. So then we get to the main show, and we kick off for the first match, triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. We got the champion Rhea Ripley, my brutality, taking on Horseface Charlotte, taking on the lovely, vivacious, my first wife, Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka except my dick. Right now, my dick ain't ready for anything at the moment, but it is what it is. I'm fucked up. I'm so fucked up right now. I can't even. I don't even think if I wanted to. Even if the missus was here, I don't even think I have the energy to bang her right now. But she's not here. She's gonna be here next week. So all I get to do is watch fucking Asian porn, fucking jack off. That's the only thing I can do. I don't know how and you know, when I do have the energy for that, I'm passed out afterwards. But it is what it is. All right, so let's get into it if I can. If my fucking computer would work. Hey, it's Hulk Hogan, brother. All right, so let's get into it. Let's wait any time. Charlotte came out with like a black and white robe, and then she looked like Cruella DeVille from 101 Dalmatians, or the Cruella DeVille film that's on Disney Plus right now. Went home out like, paying homage to Cruella DeVille, but it is what it is. Match was all right. So with Rhea Ripley and Asuka going after Charlotte. So Charlotte's like, oh, I see what's going on here. So she goes out of the ring, and it was kind of interesting to see the Thunderdome fans, the WWE Universe at the Thunderdome, cheering for Rhea. I mean, last week they were freaking booing her. Now this week, you know, they're cheering her. So Rhea is a tweener? Make up your mind. Remember when it was a face heel and she go back to being a face? Or like the Big Show, you know, 1 week he's heel, and the next week he's freaking face. We're gonna get one of those again with Rhea Ripley? Come on now. Just make her a heel or face. Just make it one thing, please. Come on. Anyway, so Asuka and Rhea team up. They chase Charlotte back into the ring. Then she gets knocked back outside. And then Asuka tries for a surprise fruit roll up on Rhea, but gets a near fall out of that. She goes for an armbar. Rhea broke free. Asuka connects with the sexy hip attack in the corner, but Charlotte pulls out of the ring. And so that. By the way, next week's biography is next week's not next week. When Double or Nothing on May the 30th, which is Double or Nothing. They're gonna have a new episode of WWE Hidden Treasure with Jake Roberts or Jake Roberts. So that's gonna be cool. And then next Sunday, a new episode of Biography is gonna have the Ultimate Warrior. That should be good. So I think the week after that, I think it's Bret Hart. I don't know, but looks to be some good shit coming up in the next couple weeks, and that's that. But I don't think they're gonna have a new episode of Hidden Treasures next week. They said new episode comes returning on May the 30th, which is when Double or Nothing is. So I don't know if I'm gonna be watching that, because I'm probably gonna be watching Double or Nothing, because that's gonna probably be 4 hours. We'll see. So anyway, going back to the match. Where was I? So Asuka hits Rhea in the corner with the sexy hip attack, but Charlotte pulled her out of the ring. Charlotte heads back into the ring and goes at it with Rhea. That too. Rhea hits the ropes. Charlotte hits the ropes, goes for a shoulder block, but Rhea no-sold it. Charlotte then drops Ripley with a knee to gut, and then stomps a mud hole in her ass in the corner. Goes to the apron. Asuka grabs her ankle. Rhea then kicks Charlotte to the floor, but Charlotte gets back to her feet, knocks Rhea off the apron. And then Charlotte and Asuka get back in the ring. Charlotte's Asuka around the middle rope. But Asuka got back to her feet, catches Charlotte with a flying armbar. But Charlotte rolled to relieve some of the pressure. But Asuka rolled Charlotte back to the middle of the ring. Rhea then comes back into the ring, breaks up the armbar, but Charlotte works over Rhea in the corner. Rhea fights back with a clothesline to Charlotte, followed by a drop kick to Asuka. She connects with a basement drop kick to Charlotte, follows up with a Northern Light suplex on Charlotte, but Asuka broke out the pin. And Asuka goes to work with some kicks to Rhea, German suplex to Charlotte, hits Rhea with another sexy hip attack in the corner, lands a bunch of kicks to both of the ladies. She levels Charlotte with a sliding knee, goes to the cover, but only gets 2. Rhea then gets dumped to the outside. Asuka hits a sliding knee from the apron. Charlotte dumps Asuka to the floor, goes up top. She hits that moonsault of hers from the top on both ladies on the outside. Wasn't that bad. Charlotte goes back up top, but Rhea joins her, goes for a superplex. Charlotte blocked, and Asuka joins Rhea up top, and they hit a double team superplex to Charlotte. That was kind of cool. And then all the ladies are down, and then we see Rhea and Asuka fight on their knees. Charlotte joins them. They're beating each other up on their knees. And then Rhea headbutts both of them. Teams up with Asuka to go for a double team suplex. Charlotte floats over, lands on her feet. Then levels Rhea and Asuka with a double chop block. Ouch. Then hits both of them with a double natural selection. And looked like he was about to win the title for the 13th time. She covers both of them, but both kick out at 2, thank God. Charlotte heads up top, goes for a moonsault on Asuka, but Asuka moved out of the way. She goes for the Asuka lock on Charlotte, but Charlotte rolls through. Asuka tries for the sexy hip attack on Charlotte off the apron, but Charlotte counters with a big boot. And then Asuka's like, and then she turns towards Rhea. Rhea picks up, hits Riptide. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley, once again, pins Asuka. Third fucking time! So Rhea retains the title in a match that wasn't that bad. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. So Rhea retains, and I guess she's going to start a program with Charlotte now. And Asuka got buried. Asuka's buried. Why? Why did Asuka have to take the fall tonight? Why? I mean, they could have had Rhea pin Charlotte somehow, like with a fucking roll-up or a schoolgirl. Well, she hits Riptide on Charlotte, pins her, as Asuka's trying to get in, and she can't get in. She can't break up the pin in time. But they have to have Rhea pin Asuka for the third straight time. 3 matches, 3 wins for Rhea Ripley, 3 losses for Asuka. And you know where she's going now. She's going to Titus Catering. The most dangerous woman in WWE goes there. That's what happened. WWE took a big dump on fucking Asuka. Vince with his fucking shovel again. Not Paul. It's Vince. But Paul wouldn't have has done anything. I mean, but it is what it is. So Asuka's buried. She's going in the catering with Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke and Naomi and Lana and the Riot Squad and Carmella. Asuka had a great career. Started in WWE in 2015. 6 years in the WWE. A great run. Multiple-time women's champion on Raw and SmackDown. NXT champion for 512 days that probably nobody will beat. She had an undefeated streak of over 900 days that probably nobody will get ever. Women's tag team champions with Kairi Sane. Money in the Bank winner. Women's Royal Rumble winner. That's it. Asuka's done. It's done. It's done. I mean, we'll probably see her on Raw here and there. But she's like, it's not going to matter now. She's going to be in mid-card hell. Because they're not going to do anything with her now. I mean, what are you going to do with her? I mean, it's going to be Rhea Ripley and Charlotte for the next 3 months. Unless when Nia Jackson and Shayna Baszler either break up, they're gonna have a feud. So, and while that feud's done, you might have Shayna and maybe Nia as challengers for Rhea Ripley or Charlotte or whoever. And then you got that pink-haired bitch Eva Marie coming in. I mean, Asuka's gonna be lost in the shuffle. It's fucking sad. Fucking sad. I mean, like I said, Rhea should have beat Charlotte tonight. Charlotte should have took the pin, and Asuka would look strong. And and I would have been okay with that finish, as long as Asuka, maybe down the line gets another shot. Whoever the champion is, give Asuka another shot and have her win. But they're not gonna do that because Asuka's 39. She's been in the WWE for 6 years. What has she got left to accomplish? So, a big fuck you to Vince McMahon and the WWE for burying the career of Asuka. Good job. Make her lose 3 straight times to fucking Rhea Ripley. Come on now. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck the WWE for this shit. This fucking crappy pay-per-view that it was. This match pissed me off. I wanted to just turn the fucking TV off after this match. I was like, I was gonna turn it off and just watch the rest of the Shawn Michaels biography. But I was like, get the rest of the show. Let's see how worse they can get. It didn't get that much worse, but this pay-per-view, like I said, was garbage, except for the ending, the main event, not the ending, but the main event. That was it. The aftermath of the match, that sucked. This whole pay-per-view was garbage. People giving this a 9 out of 10. What? The fuck you watching? 9 out of 10? And everybody's giving the matches like 3, 4 out of stars. 3, 4 out of 5 stars. I mean, come on. Most of the matches weren't that great. I mean, what are you watching, Mark? Typical WWE marks. They think that everything's great. So, fuck you. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion, but my opinion matters the most, and your opinions suck. So, you're overrating shit. You're overrating matches that are shit. And this match was okay. It wasn't great, but predictable ending. But the person that took the pin shouldn't have been Asuka. I'm sorry. So yeah. So Asuka's gonna be in catering. It is what it is. I'll get her out of catering. Don't worry about that. So I'm taking good care of Kairi and Io at the moment. Now that Asuka's, basically her career is done, slide on in and get fucked in the ass and made humble. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's move on with that. Fuck this match. Fuck this company too. All right, then we get to match number 2 for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. We have the champions, the Dirty Dogs, Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, taking on the Mysterios, Ray and Dominic. Booyaka, booyaka. Match was okay. Went 20 minutes. Not a bad match per se. So it starts off. It starts off as a 2 handicap match because we find out that Dominic got beat up earlier in the night by Ziggy and Bobby Roode. So Ray's going at it alone, 2-on for the titles. Let's see if he can win them by himself, which many people cannot do, except for this guy. Did it all by myself. 1-on-1 for the tag titles, and I won the tag titles by my goddamn self. And that old shit pedophile fed named the XWF. But it is what it is. So it starts off with, we see Ray is sporting some old school Batman gear. The old school Adam Westcott type Batman shit with the yellow insignia in the middle. So that's kind of cool. So it's also with Ray and Bobby Roode. Moving super cursor. So it's also with Bobby Roode and Ray. Ray starts cleaning house. That too. So Ray starts cleaning house, sends both the champs to the floor. Then he waits for Bobby Roode to get back in the ring. Bobby gets back in the ring, starts beating up on Ray with a running clothesline, tags in Ziggy. Ziggy starts working over Ray in a corner, then goes back to a tag to Bobby Roode. So the champ doing textbook wrestling, tag team wrestling 101, in and out tag, which is great. Roode sends Mysterio in the corner, but Ray catches him with a drop toe hold, goes up top, but sweeps the legs, Danielson, ties him up in the tree of whoa. Then Bobby works over the knee of Mysterio. Ray starts clutching his knee as he goes to the outside. So I was thinking maybe there might be an injury there, or that just gonna work on it over the mat during the match, and that might be the finish there, but we'll see. Anyway, so he goes to the outside. Ziggy gets the tag, sends Ray back in the ring, goes for the cover. Ray kicks out, and another quick tag. Bobby Roode comes in, continues the assault on Mysterio's injured knee. Ziggy tags back in, hits the famous for a near fall, and Roode comes back in with just most of the match was just quick tags. Well, in out, like my dick in your mama's pussy. But it is what it is. That's how fast I go. But it is what it is. She loves it long time. So Bobby Roode comes in, but then he's like, I'm in. Here you go. Come back in. So Ziggy comes back in. Ziggy goes to the outside, and Bobby slides Ray under the bottom rope and right into a super kick from Ziggy. That was kind of cool. Then Ziggy heads back in the ring. Ray somehow manages to beat the 10 count. So he looked like he was knocked the fuck out. So somehow he gets back in the ring. Bobby gets the tag, hits a headbutt to Ray. Then Ziggy comes back in. They go for a double team suplex, but Ray counts into a double DDT. And starts to get the momentum going for him. He sends Bobby Roode into the ring post in the corner, shoulder first. Then does the same to Ziggy in the other corner. And then out of nowhere, Dominic comes out, and he's limping to the ring. So I think he hurt his leg or something like that. So Dominic limps to the ring, gets on the apron. So now we have a traditional tag team match. Ray sets off with a 619 on Ziggy, but Ziggy counters with a zigzag, and it looked to be over, but Ray kicked out at 2. Bobby Roode comes back in, lifts Ray onto his shoulders, hits a good buster for a near fall. Then he tries to lift Ray again onto his shoulders. Goes up top, maybe trying for a super good buster. But Ray shifts his weight, hits a bulldog off the top rope, and then he's near the corner. Dominic tags himself into the match for the first time, but Bobby Roode greets him with a spine buster, his patented spine buster. And then Ziggy comes in. They hit the spine buster neck breaker combo, which I think is not their finish. Well, I think it's either the finisher or it's the spine buster into the zigzag finisher, I think. I forget which one it is. But anyway, Dominic somehow kicks out at 2. And then Ziggy about to tune up the band for Sweet Chin Music. Dominic counters and somehow makes the tag to his dad. Ziggy tags in Bobby Roode, who hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for a near fall. Raiden hits a Hurricane Rana, which sends Roode into the ropes. Excuse me. Ray hits the 619, tags in Dominic. Dominic goes up top, hits the frog splash on Bobby Roode. 1, 2, 3. So we have new SmackDown Tag Team Champions and Dominic and Rey Mysterio, the first ever father-son tag team champions in the WWE. They get the win. Pretty decent match. I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And afterwards, they celebrate. They're all happy and everything. And yeah, that's it. So, kind of predictable that the Mysterios were going to win. I predicted they were going to win. And now they're champs, and we'll see what happens with them on SmackDown this Friday night. If they give the Dirty Dogs a rematch, they'll probably win that. And then, like I said, eventually is going to happen. The Usos are going to reunite, win the team belts, and possibly join Roman. No, Jimmy's going to join Roman. Well, Jimmy might join Roman at this point. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll get to that in a minute. So the Usos will be tag team champions for the 9th time. And, yeah, and that'll be it. They'll probably hold the belts for a long time until whoever comes out next for the tag team belts will probably be the Street Profits at this point after that. So we'll see what happens. Congratulations to Dominic and Rey, first ever father-son tag team champions in WWE history. And that's that. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. That too. And if you don't like that, kiss my fat ass. And that's that. All right. I don't have it here, but they had this weird segment. Cesaro in the back, and he's talking, he's hyping up his match with Roman, and then out of nowhere we see people dressed up as zombies. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Is that Halloween? They dressed up as zombies, and Cesaro's freaked the fuck out. I mean, wouldn't you be? I'm like, I would be like, I would have looked at him I'd be like, what the fuck is this? And I would have said, The Walking Dead's that way? The set's that way? I know, because I think Batista's supposed to be, he has Army of the Dead, so I think maybe they were doing something with that. I don't know. So it kind of felt weird. I was like, what the fuck is this? Are they promoting Batista's, thing on Netflix, Army of the Dead? Which isn't... nothing great, I think they're supposed to make another, like Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead. They're supposed to get another one. I forget what it's called. I think it's called, not Day of the Dead, not Dawn of the Dead. I think it's, I forget what it's supposed to be called. It's supposed to be the last one. I mean, because how many fucking zombie movies can you do? How many shows can you do about zombies? I mean, really. I mean, you got The Walking Dead, which is basically about to be over. You got Fear the Walking. That's season 5 or 6 right now. You're gonna have spin-offs from The Walking Dead. You're gonna have Daryl and Carol have their spin-off. I think Morgan's supposed to have a spin-off. Rick Grimes is supposed to have a spin-off, and Rick Grimes might be on the final episode of The Walking Dead. There's rumors about that, but who knows? At this point, what's going to happen with the finale of The Walking Dead? I don't know if it happened already. It's going to happen maybe in the next couple months. I haven't really been following The Walking Dead anymore because I got bored of it. I got bored watching it, because the last couple of seasons weren't that great. I know some episodes this season were pretty good. Some episodes with Negan were pretty good. And with Maggie coming back, that was kind of cool. With Maggie and Negan going at each other. Michonne's gone. She's looking for Rick. Rick, we don't know. Rick's alive. We found out. So Michonne's looking for him. So I don't know if they had it already or what it's going to be, the series finale. That maybe Michonne finds Rick, and Rick, Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln, comes back as Rick. just for the season finale, just to give the fans some closure. What the fuck's gonna happen with Rick? If we know what happened, I mean, he took the fucking dynamite, blew up all the zombies on the bridge. He got knocked clearly off the bridge, and then that chick Alpha, what's her name? I forgot her name, but I think she was part of a group, and I don't think we don't see Rick, but we kind of find out that somebody saved him, and they went on a chopper, and then I don't know where he is. We don't know where he is, but he got saved. He's still alive. You know, Michonne finds that out early on in season 10. But, you know, kind of spoiler for people who haven't watched season 10 yet. Oh, sorry. So we'll get that. But yeah, I mean, Cesaro with these zombies come out. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's not Halloween Havoc. It's not till Halloween. It's not till October. I was like, if you want to use zombies, you know, wait till October for, you know, you have a Halloween Havoc pay-per-view like NXT had. We have NXT Halloween Havoc 2. You can use that, but they had zombies with this. So we get to the next match. Was match number 3, I think. Well, we get to the next match. It is what it is. Damian Priest and The Miz in a lumberjack match, which turned into a lumber zombie match. Which, you know, looking at my notes, I was like, okay, like I said, I don't know, I talked about the Army of the Dead stuff, which was a sponsor for tonight's thing. So, yeah, the zombies are the lumberjacks. We had, like, Joe Gacy from CCW, who's now in NXT, though we haven't seen him in a while. He was one of the zombies, and the other zombies were mostly NXT guys. Blah, blah, blah. Thunderdome screens are all showing, and it looked like the apocalypse, like the zombie apocalypse, so that was kind of cool. And then Corey Graves made some joke about relaunching ECW. I mean, I didn't get it at first. I was like, wait a minute. Why would the WWE want to relaunch ECW when it killed it in 2008? When Vince McMahon won the fucking ECW title when it died. That's when ECW itself died. I mean, it wasn't hardcore like we all know ECW as, just because one version of ECW, not many hardcore matches. Most of the stars weren't there. You know, they had the Sandman, they had Tommy Dreamer, and they had RVD and Sabu. You know, and Balls. They had at the time Balls and Axel. And then Axel's like, fuck this, I'm not doing anything. And then Balls was there, and then we didn't see much of him. And then Kurt Angle was in ECW. Big Show was the champion. And then Bobby Lashley became the champion. And then Bobby Lashley lost to Vince. And then I think Vince just said, fuck this. I forgot who beat Vince. I don't remember. It was I forgot who won after that. Yeah, I think Vince gave it up. And then there was that whole thing where it was supposed to be CM Punk against that guy named Pitbull. You know who? The guy we can't talk about. And that guy was supposed to be the champ. And John Morrison comes in to ECW. He beats Punk, becomes the ECW champion. And then they changed the ECW belt, some weird silver belt. Now, Christian won it a couple times. Matt Hardy won it, and the last champion was Ezekiel Jackson. And that was like the last time you saw ECW. It was dead after that because the ratings sucked, and nobody gave two shits about ECW. But yeah, that's basically all I gotta say about that. And anyway, so yeah, this match was stupid. It was kind of crappy. Just to hype the fucking Army of the Dead and basically bury the Miz and John Morrison. So starts with Miz hitting that patented clothesline in the corner. He tumbles to the outside and tries to seek safety under the ring, and then Miz comes out, heads back into the ring, but Priest hits him with a clothesline. Then they brawl in the middle of the ring. Miz gets the better of it, knocks in the figure four, and then the zombies pull both of them out of the ring for some reason. And then Miz and Priest have to fight him off, which was so fucking stupid. And then they get in the ring. Priest, start with like a big zombie. I don't know if it was Joe Gacy or somebody else, but he has a spinning kick off the ring steps on the big zombie. They go back in the ring and they face Miz and Priest face off. Priest hits Miz with a broken arrow from an air fall. And then Morrison hops onto the ring apron to distract Priest and then dives off the ring steps to take out a bunch of zombies. And then the zombies drag Morrison over the barricade. Probably killed him. I don't know. While in the ring, Damien catches Miz with hit the lights 1, 2, 3. So Damien gets the win. Match I gave. Oh boy, I'm giving it 1.5. I was thinking about giving it a dud because it was so stupid with the zombies. This is what I think of the match. Thank you. So yeah, Damien wins. Obviously, I had that prediction 1. So basically tonight, to start the first 3 matches, I'm 3-0. So that's that. Then after the match, the zombies get in the ring. They swarm the Miz. As I'm out of here. This is stupid. I'm out of here. So basically, as a lot of people on Twitter and Facebook posted, R.I.P. Miz and Morrison. So yeah, bye-bye to Miz and Morrison. And then people saying that Miz and Morrison are going to come out on Raw as zombies. God forbid that happens. You know that's going to happen because you know how the WWE is stupid. So Miz and Morrison will come out. And then maybe they get shot in the head by somebody. I don't know. Maybe Damian Priest comes out with like a freaking, like Daryl from Walking Dead with a crossbow. Bang, bang. And that's that. I don't know. They'll probably come out as zombies. Like I said, Miz and Morrison probably come out as zombies. They'll get dressed up with the face paint and look like zombies. And I don't know. They're just going to do something stupid with them tomorrow, probably. I bet. But yeah, the careers of The Miz and John Morrison go bye-bye. And it wasn't even a match. It was just to hype up the fucking the fucking Batista thing, Army of the Dead on Netflix, which, be honest, is not that good. And I don't like a lot of Batista movies, except for Guardians of the Galaxy where he plays Drax. He got killed in. Oh, sorry. He got destroyed by Thanos in Endgame. It is what it is. Fuck Batista. Fuck this company. This match is stupid. Fucking stupid. Obvious winner though, but stupid with the zombies and the whole zombie apocalypse shit. Could save that for fucking Halloween Havoc, which they should have been on Halloween Havoc this year. The past year, last year. When Shotzi was doing, was the host. Why didn't you have zombies on the show? But this was stupid. Oh, it is what it is, and that's that. So, yeah, 1.5 stars for this garbage. And yeah, so rest in peace to the Miz and Morrison. They're done. So the shuffle comes out again for Miz and Morrison. They're buried. They're gone. Done. Goodbye. And that's that. All right, match number, I believe it's match number 4 for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We have Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. She's Bianca Belair. As she takes on Bayley. Don't give me a hug. Match was alright. Nothing great. So it's also with Bayley catching Bianca in a standing waist lock, but Bianca gets a standing switch into a standing waist lock of her own. Bianca dumps Bayley to the outside. Bayley gets right back in the ring. Bianca takes her down with an armbar, then transitions to a headlock. Excuse me. Bayley goes off the ropes, throws up Bianca for a near fall. Bianca flips Bayley over in the corner, and then hits a beautiful drop kick. And continues to go to work on her. Sends Bayley into the corner. Goes for the handspring moonsault. But Bayley heads to the outside to regroup. Bianca chases her back in the ring. Hits the handspring moonsault for a near fall. Bayley fights back with a back suplex of her own. Goes to the top, but Bianca knocks her down to the apron. Bayley tries to suplex Bianca over the top rope, the hard way. But Bianca counts and delivers a delayed vertical suplex back in the ring. So she got Bayley back in the hard way. And then both of them roll to the outside. Bayley drops Bianca onto the steps out and follows it up with a suplex on the floor. Rolls Bianca back in, covers her for a near fall. She goes for a running crossbody, but I lost my spot. Yeah, goes for a running crossbody. Bianca caught her. Bayley hits a running knee in the corner for another near fall. She ducks a punch from Bianca, but Bianca connects with a chop that sends Bayley down. And then Bianca tosses Bayley across the ring, follows that up, another drop kick. Bayley comes back with a short chop block, but Bianca fights back with a spine buster for a near fall. Bayley gets back to her feet, knocks down Bianca with a clothesline, goes up top, hits that diving elbow of hers for a near fall, not like the Macho Man 87. Oh, yeah. But just an elbow anyway for a near fall. Then they go to the outside. Bayley slams Bianca's face into the ring post. Ow. Goes for a suicide dive. Bianca moved out of the way. And then she slams Bayley face first onto the ring apron. Rolls her back in the ring. Covers her for a near fall. And then she runs at Bayley in the corner. But Bayley hits a backslide for a near fall. Then she rakes the eyes. Grabs Bianca's braid. And then uses the braid as a ripcord, which and pulls Bianca into the Bayley to belly, and she's about to win the SmackDown title for the second time. But Bianca kicked out, thankfully. And then Bianca rolls up Bayley with a 1922 schoolgirl, but she uses her braid for additional leverage to get the 1, 2, 3 and retain the SmackDown Women's title. So surprisingly, this was like a 16-minute match. I thought this was like, Bianca said this was going to be the shortest match in her career. It went 16 minutes. That's short? Nah. But anyway, Bianca wins. Match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. And that's it. There were some things I didn't write them down because they were boring. So, not there. I had a lot of video. Anyway. So, anyway, we get to a next match. I think it's near the end of the night. The double main event. We got the triple threat match for the WWE title. The almighty Bobby Lashley taking on Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman. And so that match was decent. Wasn't hardcore. It was pretty brutal. All three men beating the crap out of each other. So let's get into it. So starts off with Lashley trying to team up with Drew to beat down Braun, but Braun sees it and levels Drew to stop that conversation from that team up. And then Lashley saves Drew from Braun, and then they team up again for a stop moving cursor. They team up for a double team suplex to Braun, but that is ended quickly as Lashley pulls Drew out of the ring. He tries to toss Drew into the ring post, but Drew counts and instead shoves Lashley into the ring post. Ouch. And then he brought at ringside, but Braun dives off the apron to knock both of them down. And then Strowman and Lashley get back in the ring. Lashley goes right for the hurt lock, but Drew dives onto both of them to break up the hold. Then Drew follows up with a modified zigzag to Braun for a near fall. Lashley sends Drew across the ring with a belly-to-belly throw suplex. Then beats down Braun with a spine buster for a near fall. Then Bobby heads to the outside. Sorry. And let me just get my notes back, hopefully. Here we go. Lashley heads to the outside, throws Drew ribs first into the ring post. Ow. But Braun hits Lashley with the ring steps, which is legal in the triple threat match. There's no disqualification. First fall to a finish. Drew gets back to his feet, hits the Claymore that sends Braun over the barricade. And then Drew and Lashley start fighting up the ramp. And Drew goes for a suplex, but Bobby reversed and suplexes suplexes Drew on the ramp. Then he drags Drew onto the stage, slams him into the LED board. Ouch. Drew fights back with a Glasgow Kiss headbutt, and then saw Lashley into the LED board. Then he says Lashley to the LED board, and I don't know. I think it was supposed to kind of blow up, like explode, but I think it was too late. I might have missed it, but it is what it is. So he sends him through the LED board in Thunderdome. That's a big dome, isn't it? So Drew's looking for him. He's like, "Where the hell is you? Where are you?" And Lashley can't be found at the moment. But then Braun goes onto the stage, starts beating up on Drew. Sends Drew back down the ramp, rolls him into the ring. He hits a running back senton for a near fall. He charges at Drew in the corner, but Drew sidesteps him and then hits Strowman with a Michinoku driver, which is kind of cool. Then it goes back to the outside. Drew hits a belly-to-belly suplex. Goes for the Claymore on the outside, but Braun counted into a powerbomb through the announce table. Said it did not hit Byron Saxton or Adnan Virk. Damn. Here's what it is. So he puts so Braun puts Drew through the announce table, sends it back in the ring, goes for a running power slam, but Drew floated over and hits the Claymore and is about to win the title back for the third time, but somehow Lashley came out from wherever he was in the Thunderdome, or underneath the Thunderdome, and tosses Drew to the outside, and Strowman's still knocked out from the Claymore. Lashley covers him Lashley Strowman's knocked out, then he gets up. Lashley waits, hits the spear. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Lashley up the victory. With Braun Strowman, so Braun took the loss. Spear. 1, 2, 3. So Bobby retains the title. Obviously, that was going to happen, and so he retains the WWE title. So actually, all my predictions were right. Another I went undefeated. 6-0 tonight, baby. Yes, like I did at I think it was WrestleMania Night 1, I think. Yeah, the WrestleMania Night 1, and all my predictions came true. And they were right. So, oh yeah! Love it. So, all my predictions were right. Except for the end, the ending to the fucking pay-per-view. I didn't see that coming. But still, not a bad match between Strowman, Drew, and Bobby. Bobby retains. Match was pretty good. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens with Bobby tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. And what's next for him. And since Drew basically did not get beat, I would probably think Drew's going to get another match with Bobby at the next pay-per-view, which I'll get into in a little bit. And I think that might be the last chance that Drew gets. I don't know about Braun. I don't know what's going to happen with Braun. Braun might want another match. He wants to get his revenge somehow. I don't know. Or maybe they have something tomorrow with those 3 guys again. Or, Bobby comes out and says, I won. Drew comes out and says, you never pinned me. So let's do this one more time. And they have a stipulation. So, that I think you know what it's going to be if you've been following up on Twitter. I wasn't on Twitter tonight. I apologize. But, yeah, they're going to have a stipulation for another match. Basically, their 4th match. Well, 3rd time one-on-one, but overall 4th match. And we'll see what happens with that for the WWE title going into the June pay-per-view on June the 20th. And that's that. So, good match. The last 2 matches were good. Everything else was kind of eh. Goddamn. So, yeah, like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's all I can say about that. All right. Just about done with this. All right, then we get to the main event for the Universal title. We got our Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself, with my name is Paul Heyman with him, as always. Takes his sweet-ass time getting into the ring. And he takes on Cesaro, who somehow got away from the zombies. This match was great. Almost perfect match. Great storytelling. Great psychology from both men. This match lasted almost 30 damn minutes. Even with Roman's entrance, which was like 45 minutes. Well, in total, it went 27. This match went 27 minutes plus Roman's entrance. So basically over 36 minutes with that. Because Cesaro, goes right to the point. He's like, I'm getting in the ring real quick. Get your ass out here. Hurry up. So, look at that. So, like I said, this match is great. Great psychology, great storytelling with Roman and Cesaro, and how it started with Roman telling Jey Uso, who came out with him as well. He tells Jey, I got this. Stay in the back. Come out at the end of the match, or near the end of the match. So anyway, they lock up. Cesaro to the corner. They break because they got 5. And then they lock up again. Roman side takedown, and starts beating up Cesaro with a shoulder block. Excuse me. Cesaro gets to his feet, goes off the ropes, hits Roman shoulder block which sends Roman to the outside to talk to Paul Heyman, and then he gets back in the ring. Cesaro catches him with a springboard uppercut, goes for the swing of doom, but Roman grabbed the rope to block it, and then dumps Cesaro to the outside. Cesaro kind of landed awkwardly on his arm, which was injured. Which he had he has. I think he just said he had an injured arm, but this comes into play during the match. So kind of, and maybe he injured his arm on the way out because it kind of landed kind of awkwardly on the floor, and he's grabbing his arm and shoulder. I was like, oh great. Not that we need him to be out for a while with a shoulder injury. So anyway, he gets back in the ring, but Roman sends him into the corner. Shoulder first. Then Cesaro goes back to the outside, so it's grabbing at his arm. Then Roman slams Cesaro's head into the announce table. Said he's gonna hit Michael Cole. Damn. And goes back. Roman locks in a chin lock. On the mat, Cesaro fights back to his feet, tries to counter into a suplex, but his arm gave out. Doesn't have enough strength to lift Roman. So this leads Roman to suplex Cesaro, starts working him over in the corner. Then he locks in a cravat, drags Cesaro back down to the mat. So more mat wrestling, some rest periods. Cesaro fights back to his feet, but Roman shoves him down, shoves him to the ropes, catches him with a Samoan drop on the rebound for an near fall. Goes with a Superman punch, but Cesaro counted into a pop-up uppercut, or a tiger uppercut. Then he hits Roman with an uppercut train in the corner. Finishes him up with a big boot. Locks in the sharpshooter, but Roman made it to the ropes to force a break. Then Cesaro broke the hold. Roman goes to the outside. Cesaro connects corkscrew plancha. Then he hits the running uppercut on the outside. Rolls Roman back in the ring. Connects with a diving crossbody from the top, but only gets a 2 count out of that. Roman goes to the apron. Cesaro goes for the apron superplex, but Roman blocked it and hits Cesaro in the face with a boot, and then starts working on wrenching his injured arm around the top turnbuckle. Ow! And then Cesaro tumbles to the outside again. Reigns hits the drive-by, that running dropkick of his. Rolls Cesaro back in the ring, continues to work over that injured arm over his shoulder. So it's just like wrenching it. It's like, ugh. What was it? Roman sends Cesaro to the ropes, slows him with a big boot, and stomps a mud hole in his ass in the corner. Cesaro fights back with a discus clothesline, and then they go back and forth on their knees, then to their feet. Cesaro wins the exchange, starts working over Roman in the corner. Roman rolls to the apron, and then Cesaro, somehow, injured arm and all, hits the apron superplex, a la Michael, not like Michael almost, but it is what it is. So he hits that. That was kind of cool. He goes for the neutralizer, but the arm gave out again. So Roman knocks in an armbar on the injured arm. Cesaro broke free. Goes for a springboard uppercut, but Roman counted into a Superman punch. And then he's in the corner. He's about to hit. He goes, ooh! Goes for the spear, but Cesaro counted with a tiger uppercut. Then he goes for another tiger pop-up uppercut, but once again, his arm gave out. And then Roman knocked in the guillotine, and it was trying to make Cesaro pass out or tap out, but Cesaro somehow powered up into a power bomb, which is cool. Then he locks in the sharpshooter in the middle of the ring, and transitions into a crossface, which was cool. Somehow Roman broke the grip, rolls into and rolls him into and starts mounting him, not like that, but starts beating his ass. And then he lifts Cesaro into a power bomb, but somehow Cesaro kicked out at 2. Then he goes back to the ground and pound mountain punches. Cesaro then flips Roman into the corner. Roman rolls into the guillotine again. But Cesaro tried to lift him, but Roman pulled him back down to the mat. Cesaro momentarily broke free from the guillotine. So Roman had to lock it in again. And Oh yeah, he locked in the guillotine again, and the referee called for the bell. I think Cesaro tapped out. I wasn't really looking at that either. I think he passed out or he tapped out. It was one of those. So anyway, Roman wins. 6-0 for your boy. So every match I got completely right. So thank you. So yeah, retained in a pretty damn good match. I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. Great psychology, great storytelling there. So that's that. And then afterwards, it kind of got weird. So afterwards, Jey Uso comes down, starts attacking Cesaro. He goes up top, but then out of nowhere, Seth Rollins comes out in his weird-looking suit, like a multicolored mess suit, like a tie-dye freaking, like he beat up the Kool-Aid man. Yeah, whatever, how Kool-Aid guy goes. So he comes out and makes his way to the ring. He gets in Roman's face, and then he attacks Cesaro. I guess they're continuing the Cesaro-Seth Rollins feud. I guess, I don't know. He tosses Cesaro out of the ring, sends him into the ring steps. So continuing on that shoulder. Then he slams his arm into the announce table. Ouch. Then he connects with a chair shot to the back. Then he wraps the chair around Cesaro's injured arm and basically pillanizes his arm. Slams it into the ring post. Then he hits the curb stomp on the floor to basically end the decimation of Cesaro. So I'm thinking, wait, did Seth just join Roman and his gang and Jay? I mean, where was Jimmy Uso in all this? I didn't see Jimmy unless I maybe missed it. Maybe it was in a segment I missed, but it is what it is. Yeah, so it looks like, Seth's joining up with Roman somehow. Not like the Shield or anything. Like, he's just joining his cause or something like that. And he beats the living crap out of Cesaro. Now, Cesaro, he's got a fucked up shoulder right now. But I assume he's going to be on SmackDown to come out. And he's going to come out and call out Seth Rollins. And they might have a match at the next pay-per-view. And then after that, somehow maybe Cesaro gets his revenge on Roman at the July pay-per-view, or probably be at SummerSlam, where I think Cesaro may win the belt at SummerSlam. Because really, Jimmy, we didn't see Jimmy at all, near the end of the match or anything. So I'm thinking, Jimmy. No, I was watching Joe Cronin, and Joe brought up I think Joe or Jake DeMarco, a good point. But he said that Jimmy is gonna get back with Jay, and they're gonna win the tag belts from Ray and Dominic, and you're gonna, and then they'll be all of them have the belts, and then Roman will lose the belt to probably Cesaro, and then Cesaro will lose the belt. I'm not Cesaro. So Roman will lose the belt, and then the Usos win the tag team belts, probably around maybe by SummerSlam time. And then Jimmy and Jay cost Roman the Universal title, and then they basically say and Jimmy's like, I guess we're the head of the table now, and the Usos are the champs, and they're the head of the table because Roman lost, so he's no longer the head of the table. He'll no longer be Universal Champion. So I think they might give it to Cesaro at SummerSlam, but who knows at this point. So that's an idea that could happen, but we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I think Cesaro will either get his rematch at the July pay-per-view, which might be Extreme Rules, or he'll get it at SummerSlam. Thanks to Jimmy Uso, Jimmy and Jay turning on Roman, and that'll end Roman's almost 1 year reign as champ, and He'll still be a heel. He'll be a monster heel, but that'll be it. So Cesaro will be the shining light and the one to beat Roman and be the savior of SmackDown. But we'll see what happens, and that's that. So, like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars for this epic match. The ending was kind of, it is what it is, and that's all I can say about that. So, all in all, not that great a pay-per-view. Was kind of short and quick. That's what she said. Like I said, it ended in 2 hours. A 2-hour pay-per-view. Like to see that. A quick 6 matches. Finally kind of felt like a freaking almost a Ring of Honor pay-per-view or an Impact pay-per-view. Because that lasts about 2, maybe at most 2.5, close to 3 hours. But this was about 2 hours and change almost. That was nice. So, got to watch it, and then if you didn't eat your dinner like I did, I watched that. Was watching the Shawn Michaels biography, and then by the time the Shawn Michaels biography ended, Backlash ended. So I was like, oh, good, I can go eat now, and I can go eat and get my notes situated and do the review like I'm doing right now. So that's that. So all in all, like I said, pay-per-view was kind of man till the end. The last 2 matches I think saved the show. The Roman match was match of the night. Like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens this Friday night on SmackDown with Roman, and what's gonna happen next. Like I said, Cesaro will probably come out and want a piece of Seth Rollins' ass. Get revenge on that. And then they might have a match on SmackDown, or maybe they lead up to the next pay-per-view, or maybe or like I said, either they do it on SmackDown and Cesaro beats Seth again, and then he's like, Roman, he gets another shot at Roman at the next pay-per-view, and maybe he wins or something happens. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So my final rating for the pay-per-view, gave it right down the middle, daddy, like Bill Alfonso says. So I gave it 5 out of 10 stars. Like I said, it wasn't great until the last 2 matches, and that's that. A lot of people giving it 6, people giving it 4. I still don't understand why people are giving it a 9. But like I said, it's your opinion, your show, your website, whatever you're reporting on a website or whatever. But 9, that's way overrated. This wasn't that great, except for the last 2 matches. Most of the matches were kind of but still, 6 matches, 2 hours, fine and dandy. That's all I got. I wish all the pay-per-views were like 2 hours, so it can get done and out of the way, and we can finish whatever we're gonna do. Go to bed early or whatever. But still, 5 out of 10, and that's it. So that's it. So WrestleMania Backlash 2021 is in the books, and now, as of tomorrow night, we start the road to our next pay-per-view on June the 20th, which is not Money in the Bank. Nope. We all thought Money in the Bank was going to be the next pay-per-view in June, but like I mentioned on the stream, actually, I'm going to mention right now, I should say, the WWE is tinkering with their pay-per-view schedule. So like I said, SummerSlam as of right now is August 22nd. We don't know where it's going to be at this point. They were thinking August 1st, but we still don't know what date it might be. But as of right now, it's August the 22nd. Possibly in New York City at Madison Square Garden. But then again, it could be in Miami, in Florida, either at the Thunderdome or I can't have the Thunderdome because the Youngling Center lease ends on August the 3rd. So unless SummerSlam's on August 1st, they could do it in the Thunderdome at the Youngling Center. If not, they're going to have to go somewhere. So I'm WWE's thinking possibly in New York City. It could be in Florida. It could be in Texas. They were thinking, I think Phoenix, at the arena in Phoenix, or in Las Vegas, which would be cool. I don't know where in Vegas, maybe at the MGM Grand, but because I want to have fans for SummerSlam, so I would think if they have it like in one of those locations, if they have fans, then I would assume the main event will probably be Cesaro and Roman Reigns for the Universal title, and the Usos turn their backs on Roman, and Cesaro gets the belt in front of fans, which will get a humongous pop. I think they want to do that, but other people thinking that it's gonna be Money in the Bank, which might be in October. Who knows at this point? September or October is probably gonna be now. And they want Money in the Bank with fans. So, and they're going on tour, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But next pay-per-view is June the 20th, and it is not Money in the Bank. Like I said, it's going to be, as was announced on the program, it's going to be Hell in a Cell. Yeah, so Hell in a Cell comes early this year. Not in October anymore. At least not this year. I don't know about next year, but so yeah, June 20th is Hell in a Cell. So they're gonna start the hype and the lead up to that. So the week before is NXT Takeover in Your House 2. And the day before that is Impact Against All Odds. Kenny Omega defending the Impact Championship against Moose. So that's gonna be cool. And then the day after that is NXT Takeover. And then the week after that will be Hell in a Cell. And then we get done with June and we begin July, which I think will have whatever the July pay-per-view is, probably Extreme Rules. They might do Money in the Bank in July. I don't know, but we'll see. I would think Money in the Bank might be in July if they're starting the tour, because they want, like I said, Money in the Bank. They want Money in the Bank with fans. So I would assume if they're going on tour, have Money in the Bank in July with fans, wherever Money in the Bank might be, either in Florida or in New York. Not what I can't do. I don't think they're gonna do Money in the Bank in New York, or they could have it in Florida at the Thunderdome, or in Miami, or I don't think Jacksonville, but somewhere in Florida, maybe Tampa again, or they go to Vegas, or they go to Texas, or they go to Phoenix. But I think if they want to go to like Phoenix or those big cities, that would probably be for SummerSlam, like New York, which is in the running right now. And I think SummerSlam, New York is I think it's the top city right now. So I would think in probably the next couple of weeks, or at least in the next couple of weeks to a month or so, we'll probably get the announcement that SummerSlam is going to be in New York City, and tickets will go on sale and they'll sell out. No way I'm going to SummerSlam. Unless somebody buys me a ticket. Depending where you sit, I could probably pay you back, but it is what it is. But I'm probably not going to SummerSlam. I'll just sit my sexy Italian ass on my bed watching it on TV, or on my computer, watching it for free from a stream, and not on Peacock. And yeah, that's probably it. So we'll see what happens when we get to SummerSlam, where it's going to be. Like I said, it's probably going to be in either New York City at Madison Square Garden, or it's in Florida, it's in Texas, maybe at AT&T Stadium, where Wrestlemania is going to be. I don't think it's going to be there, but they could do it in Dallas, maybe in Houston or San Antonio, or anywhere in Texas right now, because Texas is wide open right now. That's what she said. Florida's wide open. They don't have the mask mandates. They can have a bunch of people at the arenas right now. There's no mask mandates and shit like that. They could do it in Phoenix. I don't know where in Phoenix, what arena. maybe where the Phoenix Suns play. I think it's, I don't know what the name of the stadium is, or I don't think they'll have it at where the Arizona Cardinals play. I don't think they'll have it in that stadium, that dome. I think it's a dome stadium. I'm not sure. But yeah, where the Niners did some home games there. Blah blah blah. They could do it in Vegas, and maybe use the Raiders Stadium, which is a fucking amazing stadium. They could do that. Get maybe 25, maybe 30,000 maybe. I don't think they're going to go more than 30, 40,000 if they go out. They put in that stadium. But we'll see what happens with that. And then hopefully, when more places open, more states open, they drop the restrictions and the mask mandates and shit, they'll have more fans. And for Raw, for SmackDown, for AEW Dynamite, Raw, like I said, Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views, they'll get back to normal probably by the end of the summer, or by September, hopefully. But we'll see. So we have pay-per-views back at arenas. They can get 15, 20,000 people in the arena, and then for like a big show like the Royal Rumble in January of 2022, you can put it in a big stadium like Minute Maid Field, or in Phoenix at an Arizona stadium, or you put it anywhere really, and have like 30, 40, maybe 50,000 fans. And then, like I said, when WrestleMania is going to be in Dallas, that's probably going to get at least 80,000, 90,000 again. Or, what they got in WrestleMania 32 was like over 100,000 people. I think they were exaggerating, 100,000 people in an AT&T Stadium. So, I think WrestleMania 38 is going to get a lot of people. I would say between 80 and 90,000 people in AT&T Stadium. I mean, because I had that boxing match in Texas, had a lot of people. I think it was in AT&T Stadium, where the Texas Rangers play. They don't have to wear masks. They're 100% capacity for the Texas Ranger games. Texas is wide open. I think they dropped their mask restrictions and shit, and their COVID restrictions. Florida did the same thing. Other states are starting to ease up a little bit. But like, if you're in New York and New Jersey, you're still gonna wear your fucking mask. If you go to like the supermarket, or you're on a plane or a train or a bus, you still gotta abide by the rules and all that shit until either the CDC says something like, you say, oh, well, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. The vaccines are 100% effective, because right now they're about 90, close to 95. But people still who got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine are getting the fucking virus. The Yankees had 8 people who got the fucking virus. So it's not, the vaccines are working. A lot of people getting vaccinated, but still, there's maybe a 10% chance you can still get the fucking virus and test positive for maybe one of the variants or something like that. So I'm not out of the woods yet, ladies and gentlemen. But if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask outside or inside. But if you go, like I said, if you go to a supermarket, or you go to maybe a restaurant or a bar, you're still going to abide by the rules until they actually say you can go inside a bar, or go inside like a supermarket or wherever. You don't have to wear a mask on a plane or a bus or a train until they lift those restrictions. You still have to wear your mask and social distance a little bit, all that other good shit. But but we're getting back to normal, slowly but surely. I think by the end of the summer, hopefully by the end of this year, we don't even have to be talking about this fucking virus anymore. Probably be talking about the flu. That's it. But I think this fucking virus would be done, hopefully. Because a lot of people are still getting vaccinated. That's good. But there's still people that just don't want to get vaccinated. They think, oh, I'm strong. I won't get the virus. And the next thing you know, they're in the hospital with the fucking virus. And they're like, oh, they're on their deathbed and they barely can talk. Like, I want the vaccine. Save me. And it could be too late because you didn't get it before. But I don't know. I think Biden wants to get, I don't know what the number was, but he wants to get a lot of people vaccinated by July 4th. That may or may not happen. Like I said, they have these fucking idiots that don't want to get the vaccine. And that's why most states, they can't ease the restrictions because people don't, not a lot of people are vaccinated. And even with, the mask reductions, and, you have to, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask outside or inside. But, people still going into like Costco and various other stores like supermarkets and shit. They go in without the mask, and some of the stores still have, you have to wear a mask inside, and they have to enforce the rules. And people are like, oh no, I don't have the virus. I don't have the, I'm fully vaccinated. I don't have to wear a mask. And then they start fights with the managers and shit. The managers don't know if these people are vaccinated. That's why the CDC, when they said you can't wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated, they didn't tell you, you have to show proof or anything. You're like, they're not going to give out fucking, what do you call it, vaccine passports, which is not, they're saying they might be doing. I think that's a stupid idea, but these essential workers are, becoming the vaccine police. They go into people that come in without a mask, like, oh, are you fully vaccinated? We have a mask, and and then they sort of fight with the people. They start arguing and shit. And it's like, oh, I don't have a mask. I don't fully vaccinated. I don't have to wear a mask. And then, the workers like, we don't know that. You don't you don't have proof of that. Then you start wars and shit. It's stupid, but still. Anyway, we're not out of the woods yet. I think we're almost at 40% of Americans that are fully vaccinated or have at least one shot. So that's good. At least I think by the end of the summer, probably get close to 55%. And hopefully by the end of the year, we can get to about 75, close to 100% of people that are fully vaccinated. So if you're not vaccinated, what the fuck is wrong with you? Let's get this country back to normal. Have all the states drop their COVID restrictions so you don't have to wear a mask anymore. Wherever you go, whether it be a concert or a ball game or a movie, go to a restaurant, on a plane or a train or a bus or a boat. Well, I think you can, depending on the boat, but, just get vaccinated. Just get the fucking shot. Shut the fuck up. Let's get back to normal, people. Let's do it. And then, when August comes, when, the end of the summer, a lot of supermarkets and pharmacies are gonna, start giving out the flu shot. So get vaccinated, get the shot, get the one shot or the two shot, whatever one. Just get vaccinated so you can get back to normal 100%. And hopefully by the end of the year, going into 2022, and get your flu shot as soon as possible. So you don't want to wait till November, or December, or January, or February when you have flu-like symptoms and you're basically almost dying. You're basically almost dying from the flu. God forbid we get more people dying of this fucking virus than of the flu. So get vaccinated, get your flu shot. You can do it now. I don't know if they're giving out the flu shot now, but probably in about August or September, or maybe October, by at least October, I would think. Go to your doctor, go to your hospital, or go to your pharmacy, get the flu shot. So hopefully, you won't get the flu this year. So I'm gonna get mine probably at the end of September, because that's when I see my medical doctor. So I'm gonna get that. Rosa will probably get her flu shot around the same time. So we'll be vaccinated. Kind of vaccinated. We'll have the flu. We'll have the shot. The flu shot. We'll be done with that. And so we don't have to worry about that. And we're already fully vaccinated. We don't have to wear masks outside or do anything right now. Because Rose is in Florida. You don't have to wear a mask, and she barely goes out now in Florida, except for I don't. She doesn't. I don't think I don't think she's wearing a mask. With her and stepdaughter and my stepdaughter and her daughter and our grandson. I think if they go to the park, the park or the pool, they're not wearing masks because the pool's on where they live, where she is right now. She's doing on assignment, doing other things too. So to go to the pool, I don't think they have to wear a mask going to the pool. They go to the park. They don't have to do that, I don't think. And other than that, I think when if they go out to get something to eat or anything, we'll go to Walmart or a store. They have to wear a mask. I think when they go to the store, I don't know. I never asked her about that, but I'm pretty sure Governor DeSantis in Florida, he lifted everything. All the COVID restrictions are gone. So I guess when you go into a store like Walmart, you don't have to wear a mask or anything. Social distancing's gone. So I'm moving to Florida. Pretty soon I will be. So probably the next couple of years, maybe 5 to close to 10 years, I'll probably be going to Florida and right into the sunset with Rosa. After that in Florida, grow old together, and probably live the rest of our lives in Florida. Watch our grandson grow up to be a man, got a beard. So not now. I mean, he's only 4.5 years old, but probably when he's 15, he'll probably have a mustache or maybe a beard. Be a man, be a beard, like I do. So this is still there. I gotta trim it, but that's that. And we live the rest of our lives in Florida. Watch the grandson grow up to be a big man, and Rose will be retired. I'll probably be about 50. I'm 44 now. You know that. Most people know I'm 44, but it is what it is. So probably when I move and all this junk out and sell this house, and then this house will probably be destroyed. But or I don't know, so maybe whoever lives in this house next, or either they sell it, I sell it and get money out of that and put it in my put it in the bank, so I can pay bills when I go to Florida. I don't know. This house might be torn down or refurbished. I don't know what's going to happen, but so I'll lose a lot of memories if I decide to come back to New York. Hopefully my parents will still be around. I can visit my parents, and then if I decide to stay in New York for like a week, I have to probably just sleep, get a hotel. It sucks, that if I do, I move away and decide to sell the house, and got nowhere to stay. Like I have to stay in a hotel, or I go to Florida, don't sell this house, and I come back, during like the summer or something, spend a week, and here in Jersey, and whatever. Most of this will probably be gone. Like the picture of my brother from another mother, and all our clothes, and the I don't know about this TV that we have. If we're gonna bring it down to Florida and put it wherever we're gonna be sleeping, or if we get an apartment of our own, I'll probably have that in the new apartment or house. Whoever we're gonna, I think probably get an apartment, but of our own, me and her. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it, but I'll probably be working for like the rest of my life. By the time I go to Florida, I'll be, like I said, I'll probably be 50, and I'll probably have to keep working for the next 10, 15 years to get my pension and everything, and then I can retire at 65. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Not looking too far ahead into the future, but like I said, probably the next 5 to 10 years or so, maybe 12 at most. Probably still be living here in Jersey, and then eventually, when both of us, when I'm 50 and Rose is where she is, she's close to 50. Yeah, we'll go down to Florida and retire together and live the rest of our lives together. Watch the grandson grow up to be a man, and that's it. Watch him go, go into going to pre. Well, he'll probably be starting kindergarten, I think, or pre-K next year. This summer, this coming September, I think. Because he's in daycare now, so I would think he'll probably start pre-K in September, and then if we move down the next 5 years, he'll start middle school. He'll be probably in 5th or maybe 6th grade, and then if 10 years, he'll be 14. He'll probably be in junior high school, and then getting ready for high school, and then after that, watch him go to high school. Maybe he'll join a team. Maybe go see his games and shit. And then he goes to college if he stays in in Florida, or he goes somewhere else. Like I said, me and Rosa will be old and gray. We'll be old, Sonny. And that's that. And yeah, I'll probably come up to New York and check on my parents, because they're gonna be in their 80s, and I gotta take care of them and make they get really sick. I might have to put them in a home, which I really don't want to do, because as much as I want to spend the rest of my life with Rosa, because we are married, and we've been together for 13 years. As much as I want to go down to Florida to spend the rest of my life with her, I gotta worry about my parents. I worry I'll be like crazy, crying almost every day, because I miss my mom and my dad. They're gonna be in their 80s, and I have to check up. I know, I'm coming. I have to check on them at least every day, and and then, God forbid, I have at least, my mom's in her mid-70s. My dad's about to be in his mid-70s in October. I'm hoping I have another at least 5 to 15 years with them. So, if I do move down to Florida, I'm gonna try my best to come back to New York and check on them and that, and then, that'll be it, and then that's it. I'm not gonna get into that anymore. All right, I'm gonna end this video. So thank you all for watching. So once again, 5 out of 10 stars for Backlash. Isn't that great? Except for the last 2 matches. It is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So now we're on the road to the next pay-per-view, June the 20th, Hell in a Cell. So we'll see what happens beginning tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night on Raw. That's it. So thank you all for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash it to death. Haters, you know what to do. Continue to ride my dick, and give me all those dislikes and which equal views. So keep doing it, because you love me a long time. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Hopefully we can start our road to 400 subscribers. We'll see. So smash that subscribe button to death on this channel and all my other channels as well. Down below in the description box. Continue to follow me on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, ever miss an upload. Because if you do, well, too bad for you. And that's that. That's all I can say about that. So, all right, so that's Backlash. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. Like I said, thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your late Sunday night. If you're in the Northeast, go to sleep because you probably got work tomorrow, like I do. And if you're on the West Coast, have a late night snack, watch a movie, watch whatever. Watch whatever you want. Go. I advise you go watch A&E and the biographies with Booker T, sucker, or King Booker, and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, on A&E, and watch WWE Hidden Treasures with Sergeant Slaughter, you puke, and maybe the one with Booker T, sucker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's it. So go watch that, and don't forget next week on A&E Biography, they're gonna be highlighting the Ultimate Warrior. So we're going to hear from Dana Warrior, a couple other people, maybe Vince McMahon once again. So we got that episode coming up next week, which should be pretty tear-jerking and great. And then the week after that, I think, is Bret Hart. I'm not sure. So I don't think they haven't done Bret Hart yet. I think they're supposed to do Mick Foley after that one, too. And then they have a new episode of Hidden Treasures with Jake Roberts on May the 30th at 10 p.m. right after a new episode of Biography. So we got that. We got a new episode of Dark Side of the Ring. I forgot what this week's episode is, but if you haven't saw the one with Brian Pillman, you can look it up. I think it might be on YouTube, on the Vice channel, on the Vice YouTube channel. Last week was Nick fucking Gage, which is fucking crazy as fuck. Holy crap. Having nightmares on that shit. So go watch that. That's coming up on Thursday night on Vice if you have the channel. If not, well, somehow you can find a way to watch it. And that's all I gotta say about that. So so that's some good stuff. Good stuff. That's all I gotta say about that. So, all right, thank you all for watching. I'm going to edit this video up and probably hit the bed and then go to get my work week started, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow night on the Killer Demons channel for my Monday Night Raw review on the Killer Demons channel, and I'll be here the rest of the week and a little bit early next week as well with my Raw review, NXT, Dynamite, and SmackDown reviews all this week. And then next week, Raw and NXT on the 24th and 25th. The AEW review and the SmackDown review. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Because SmackDown and AEW are going to be back-to-back on the 28th. So I might do the SmackDown review probably that night, and then AEW will probably do Saturday and with my Double or Nothing predictions, and then Double or Nothing on May the 30th with my review, hopefully either that night or maybe on Memorial Day. But we'll see what happens. We'll get to that, and then probably get back to my normal schedule of videos after that, what it used to be, But we'll get to that. We'll see. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm going to edit this video and go to sleep. You should too. Thank you for watching. And if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Good night, everybody. I'm out. Peace. Peace. Bitches.